Hi there, this is Yolanda, and this is episode 50 of the Digital Marketing Masters podcast, where every week I bring you easy, actionable tips, content, and strategies that you can use to grow your online business almost immediately. Now, if you have not caught the Black Friday bug, under which rock have you been living? We're about 4 or 5 days away by the time you're listening to this podcast. We're about 4 or 5 days away from a Black Friday 2019, and ads are running, and everybody's gearing up for what is become to be known as the biggest shopping spend in the year. So, today on the show, I'm giving you some last minute, if you really haven't thought about anything, I'm giving you some last minute tips on how you can start mobilizing your business in preparation of Black Friday. And one of the beauties of digital marketing is that you don't have to plan months in advance. I mean, you can literally spend an hour, 45 minutes or so, coming up with a couple of good promotions for your business, whatever kind of business that it is. Sit for an hour, come up with some good ideas, and just hand it over to your designer or your social media person to run and activate those campaigns for you, and you can have it up and running in a couple of hours. So if you really haven't thought about something, come up with a bright idea. Even if it's just one product or one service that you're promoting this Black Friday, create something that's of value to the person that's going to be enticed to buy it. Now, we find a lot of the e-commerce statistics show us that most people, when they find those products that they like and they want to buy, they just click it and hold it in their cart. And they start doing this up to 2 months prior to Black Friday. So they load up their carts, and when that day comes, it's click, 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 and they're ready to purchase. So ideally, you want to be planning a few months in advance. But if you haven't really thought about anything, this is the idea behind it. Firstly, if you have a mailing list, start sending those email blasts. Now, email, it's highly successful. It's been doing its thing for such a long time. And if you have a very engaging email list, you can use this to advantage by enticing consumers with discount teasers, deliver your coupons via email. Also, another method that you can use is SMSs. Now, SMS promotion is great for connecting with your audience. You can send these deals directly to a phone, and if you do have a significant messenger marketing following, you can even include the coupons in your messenger marketing messages, that where you can reach people right on their cell phones, and they almost guaranteed to click that button, read your message, and depending on the copy that you have in your SMS or your messenger marketing spiel, you can entice them to buy almost immediately. What I do find is that a lot of the promotions are starting from the Monday, the week of the Black Friday. It's starting from the Monday, and they're counting down to even bigger discounts that are happening on the Friday. I know here in South Africa, because the economy is contracting, we find a lot of people, well, a lot of the big retailers saying that, you know what, people are not spending. They're only spending during promotions. So they're really putting the effort to get those discounts going. And the way I see it is that Monday of the Black Friday week, that Monday right up until mid-January or the second week in January, that's the biggest spending time for most consumers. 99% of the people are just wired to spend during this time. Their credit cards are open, their purses are open. So we as marketers and as business owners need to find strategic ways in which we can entice these people to buy. In fact, my kids are running they're starting their own business this week, and we're busy setting up their e-com on WooCommerce and stuff like that. And the ideology that I'm trying to pass on to them is that if during this time, that Monday from the Black Friday week till the mid-January or so, if you can spend that time working, planning, executing marketing strategies, and selling, you can easily take the next couple of months off, because 99% of the population is ready to spend. You don't have to convince them to spend, you just need to convince them to spend it on your product. Whereas any other time of year, you got to convince them to spend, and then convince them that your product is where their money should go. So if you can leverage this period well, it's the official start to the season here. It's the holiday season. It's upon us, and you need to start gearing up. Another way to start promoting your discounts is to encourage sharing, especially on social media. Offer incentives for sharing, and if you have an affiliate program on for your business, whether you're an e-com or service business, the discount codes can really be a powerful incentive for sharing the news even further, and in order to entice more buyers for your Black Friday promotion. Uh, Pop-ups are also nice as well. And we find pop-up offers that can be effective to stop them from leaving your website altogether. So your pop-up offer would include anything from additional discounts, free shipping, product giveaways. The intent of the pop-ups is to attract your audience attention and to persuade them to stay. The thing that I find most successful, though, during the peak shopping period and Black Friday in particular, is retargeting. Now, if you don't have the pixel, the whether it's Google or Facebook on your website, you need to get this done. I'm not sure if you're gonna would be able to get it ready for Black Friday, but this is a great opportunity. People have been visiting your website the entire year, and Facebook does allow you um, to engage with website visitors for 180 days. So for the past 180 days, if people engage with your website, you can retarget them, and you can strategically use ads to retarget these visitors to your site who are yet to complete a purchase. So this is even better if it's personalized, and we find that there is software and stuff like that that are able to personalize your retargeting ads on Facebook. Offer these people a discount. Come back on Black Friday, and I know you checked out my page. I know there's something that interesting that you like, so come and get it. Come on Black Friday. Here's a 20% off for you. And you can complement these ads as well with the follow-up emails, SMSs. Look, there's so much that can be done in this period. I don't want you to fall behind and lose out on all these big spending. Everybody's gearing up for this Friday. So take an hour or two today, or at the time, hopefully you're listening to this episode well before Black Friday. But plan, if you haven't planned something, plan something in just a couple of minutes or an hour or so, and get it going out there and make the most out of Black Friday. And use this period well. And if you haven't done your Christmas planning yet, marketing strategies, use this time to focus on that as well. So those are my tips for some last minute Black Friday promotion ideas on digital media. I'll talk to you next week on the Digital Marketing Masters podcast.